bought a used car, and he found something that somebody left in the car, which was a list of 22 relationship rules that the previous car owner's girlfriend had laid out for this guy. And the guy posted it on the internet. This is real, and it became viral. Things like, you are not to have a single girl's phone number. You are not to look at a single girl. I am allowed to do a phone check whenever I please. You are not to get mad at me about a single thing I ever do. You are never to take longer than 10 minutes to text me back. You are not to ask for head. And no, this is real. So apparently this is catching on, and a lot of women are doing this now. We got a hold of Melania's list. I don't know if you'd like to, but these are her rules. But this Laura Loomer, I don't know if you know anything about her, but I mean, this is, yeah, I mean, I want to go through the list of conspiracy theorists, but we thought this would be a good week to get the audience to know her a little better. She's the new groupie in Trump's circle. That's my opinion.
Trump's bronzer may have started to disintegrate after Bill Maher's brutal roast went viral on the internet. With his trademark smirk and the bold assurance of someone who isn't burdened by danger, Maher took aim at Melania and Laura Loomer, providing sharp jabs that deserved a warning.
That poor woman. I copied this list from Michelle Obama. Well,
How about Trump? He sprang out right away. Hardly able to withstand the all-caps tirade, his keyboard let go like a man who has just learnt that his golf course is being turned into a wind farm. At the same time, Maher, completely unconcerned, maybe sipping a fine drink, brought a week's worth of hilarious genius to late-night television.
Things you didn't know about Melania. In Slovenia, I was a catalog model, which is what you call a model you order out of a catalog. I have no first language. I hope I inspire little girls everywhere to marry for money. Oh, that's so sweet.
Bill Maher doesn't just tell jokes, he sharpens them like deadly blades, delivering each one with precision and a smirk that shows he knows how powerful they are. His humor is not defined by careless insults or easy targets. Rather, it is a finely tuned tool that is intended to hit the most tender spots.
Light off my diamond, Donald's hair will chase it like a cat. I wish I knew why I have a recurring dream I'm pinned beneath a giant orange sack of shit. And if I could tell my younger self just one thing, it would be this. If you catch a leprechaun and he gives you one wish, be more specific.
It's not simply a roast when Bill Maher takes aim. It's a full-fledged comedic feast that millions of people can devour. And the night's exceptional this time. An entree inspired by Trump, with a healthy dose of Melania and a dash of Laura Loomer for spice. Maher didn't merely make jokes, he broke things down and made sure there was no room for misunderstanding. Although the audience anticipated it, none was quite ready for the depth of the cut he was going to make.
Over a dozen Republican candidates tried to stop Trump and couldn't. Hillary couldn't. Never Trumpers couldn't. Mueller couldn't. Is there anyone left who can check Donald Trump? Yes, Melania. It's not anti-feminist to say that in addition to doing everything men can do intellectually, women also have another power, the power of the ultimatum. Getting men to change their destructive ways by threatening to leave them, humiliate them, or cut them off in bed, it's a tale as old as time. In the ancient Greek play Lysistrata, women end a war by denying sex to their men. It was the original Bush doctrine.
The warm-up started with a few quick jabs to establish the mood, acclimatize the audience, and start the laughter. The audience was instantly mesmerized by a light-hearted jab at Trump's vanity and a reference to his endless list of complaints. However, Maher, who never settles for light-hearted banter, went right to the point. Melania, imprisoned in that unique combination of contractual responsibility and disinterest, perfected the art of appearing like a captive in an unseen standoff, was the scene he painted with razor-sharp sarcasm, so vivid that it was impossible to miss. The crowd burst out. Maher wasn't done, though. He then discussed the utter insanity of Laura Loomer's relentless, almost poetic, commitment to demonstrating her allegiance to Trump, an obsession so intense that it might almost be considered a full-time job, complete with benefits.
Melania, the world needs you. President Hellboy has proved to be impervious to facts, reason, shame, and the law. But maybe if you left him for another man, especially if that man was Mexican.
This wasn't just another late-night speech. Maher told each joke with the precision of a skilled storyteller, arranging his humor in such a way that even people who don't often enjoy political satire couldn't help but laugh. Sharp sarcasm mixed with brutal honesty, which makes the ridiculous seem even more ridiculous, is his gift. He does more than simply mock reality. He exaggerates it to the most absurd extent and leaves you asking why you have never seen it that way before.
I don't hate all brown people, just the brown ones. People think I'm all in on Trump, but some of the voices in my head like Jill Stein. My hobby is refurbishing vintage lawn jockeys. I think Michael Jackson faked the moonwalking. If you say Beetlejuice 4 times, you get me.
Maher's humor is more profound than the typical late-night jokes because of this. He adopts a distinct strategy, an intellectual examination of the strange. While other comedians focus on inflated impressions or outrageous caricatures, he only exposes what is already there. He doesn't create the absurd. His jokes not only make people laugh, but they also cause them to pause, reflect, and, in Trump's case, react in the most predictable and unexpected way imaginable.
Her rules. You are not to leave your girdle on the bathroom floor. You are not to ask for hand. You are not allowed to eat Wendy's in bed. Tell Wendy I can hear her. You are not to ever again mention the bride catalog's return policy.
Being made fun of is the one thing that Trump finds most upsetting, and Maher knows this better than anybody else. It's the idea that someone somewhere is making fun of him and getting away with it, not even the jokes themselves. That is the cause of the social media outbursts and all-caps meltdowns that only serve to heighten the spectacle. What about Maher? At this game, he is an expert. He prepares the hook, observes the ensuing rage, and takes great pride in turning a light-hearted joke into a major cultural event once more. However, Maher's refusal to go for the low-hanging fruit is maybe his most creative comedic device. He avoids repeating the same old Trump rhetoric that has been around for years. Instead, he continues to delve, uncovering new oddities and presenting them with a precision that is both incisive and oddly profound. It's critique, the type of sarcasm that lingers long after the laughter stops, and it's not just comedy.
Look at my husband. I'm reminded of the Slovenian national dish. a fat, greasy sausage filled with cheese. I once caught Mike Pence trying on my stilettos. Well,
Behind the scenes, Laura Loomer was likely writing her most recent extravagant dedication promise. Melania maintained her usual unreadable look, and Trump's staff was doubtless running around as the jokes flowed and the crowd surged. Maher, in the meantime, he had already moved on, knowing full well that the very people who can't resist falling for the bait would have not only dominated the moment, but also ensured another week of headlines by the time the rage subsided. The way the internet handles viral moments is similar to how seagulls respond to a fallen French fry. Complete chaos, unrestrained, and an immediate swarm of content providers eager to get in. Twitter went into all-caps mode as soon as Maher's joke ended. Reaction videos flooded TikTok, featuring exaggerated voiceovers, theatrical reenactments, and at least 3 conspiracy theories concerning Melania's true thoughts. What about Instagram? It accomplished what it does well, turning political drama into viral knowledge by condensing the entire spectacle into sophisticated, shareable text updates.